Eddie, thanks for chatting to us here in Herzog. Before we start talking about the camp, I suppose we have to talk about speculation linking you with the England job. What's your response to that?
Yeah, difficult one, really, being so detached and away from everything here in Germany. So we've been here for a few days. It's been a great camp. But obviously wasn't aware that Gareth had left, and then of course Gareth has left, and then I'm sure back home, or I'm heard back home, it's been a lot of talk. I think from my perspective, look, absolutely love and very proud and honoured to be Newcastle United manager. And as long as I remain happy and free to do my job in the way that I have been and feel supported, then that will continue.
I suppose the supporters and yourself won't want it to become a destabilising thing. So what has been the mood around the camp over the last few days?
Oh, there's been absolutely zero destabilisation of anything. My summer's been one of real work, really. It's been a difficult summer and a challenging summer in many different ways. There's been lots of changes at the club. There's been lots of work gone on behind the scenes to try and improve the squad. The training started about 8-9 days ago, I think, maybe 10 days ago, and it's been 8, 9, 10 days of real focus and work, and the same here. So me and my staff have been working the players hard. We're really focused on the new season. There's been no distraction from that at all.
And in terms of the camp, in terms of the facilities here at Adidas HQ, what have they allowed you to do in terms of pushing those players and getting that work in?
Well, it's been a brilliant camp, I have to say. The facilities here have been exceptional. The players' attitudes to the work have been very good. Just everything from food to location to privacy to quality of facilities, been outstanding.
Hard work, clearly, but what have you done to mix it up and to sort of bring the players out of themselves and get to know each other better?
Yeah, a few things. I'm sure you've seen, well, I know you've been there and watched it, and a few different things. So from a bit of tennis, bit of swimming, just different activities which are all on site to enable us to see the players in a different environment. And there's a few things that we'll do again tonight to just promote team spirit, and then we'll get ready for our first game.
Obviously you've brought in a few new players as well. Lloyd Kelly, somebody who you know very well, and you've bolstered the goalkeeping department as well. Lewis Hall coming in permanently too. How pleased have you been so far with the business that's been done?
Yeah, those players are going to be very important for us. So from Lewis signing for us permanently, outstanding at the back end of last year. I have to say he started pre-season really well as well, so I've been delighted with him. To Lloyd, who, yes, I've worked with. He's got versatility, he's got pace and power and good technical ability, so I think he'll do really well for us. To John Ruddy, and I'll say Oddie, so I don't have to say the name fully. Really boosted and strengthened the goalkeeping department, so I'm really pleased with the 4 acquisitions.
I know it's a cliche as well, but Sandro Tonali is here, he's getting more and more integrated. It's sort of a bit like a new signing in terms of having him getting fully up to speed, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Sandro's started pre-season really well. I think we've seen a added development in his game, really, just from the fact that he's close to returning. He's looked really fit, he's looked happy, he's trained very well at a really high level. He's like a new signing for us.
Last pre-season, Lewis Miley in particular came in and really sort of strengthened his position within the team. There's a few young players come out here as well. Is that the challenge to them, to try and follow in those footsteps?
Yeah, of course, and I think we're always open to giving new opportunities for younger players. It's always been part of our philosophy to try and develop those players through the system. Time will tell on that. I think the lads that have trained with us have made a good impression. Hopefully they do well in the games.
You mentioned the summer, and there was a lot that went on during the summer. Obviously that sort of final day of the PSR deadline in particular unfortunately did mean that you lost a couple of key players as well, and I know Elliot Anderson in particular was a player who you valued massively, and very sad to see him go. Yeah,
both players, it was really sad to lose both. Yankuba, of course I never got the opportunity to work with, but we wish him well. He's an outstanding young talent, and I'm sure he'll do really well for Brighton. Elliot was very sad for us because he's a player that we loved, both on and off the pitch. Everyone here at Newcastle has worked so hard to develop him and his talents, and through PSR really the club's been forced into a decision through no fault of his own, and it didn't sit comfortably with me, but it was almost something we had to do. We had no choice. So we wish Elliot well. I'm sure he'll go on to have an unbelievable career.
Paul Mitchell has arrived as well as sporting director. I think your paths have sort of crossed without knowing each other too well. How do you see that relationship working and dovetailing together?
Yeah, hopefully we have a great working relationship, and we can help each other. Develop Newcastle to become the club that we all want it to be in the future, meaning competing at the top end and fighting for trophies. I think Paul is a great appointment by the football club. I think he's very strong. He's very good decision maker. He's got an excellent track record on recruitment. I think he's dynamic. He's got strong ideas about how he wants to take the team forward. So I think it's an outstanding appointment, and hopefully, he can feel the love from everybody at Newcastle and go on to have an outstanding career here.
I suppose it's just about everybody working together, pulling in the same direction. So what would be your message to the Newcastle fans now?
My message is hopefully very consistent. A big thank you to everything they did for us last season and the season before, and ever since I've been at the football club. The environment they've created for the players on match day has been incredible. They've supported the players home and away. They've supported the players in good moments and bad moments. They've always made us feel that we're playing in a special environment. They've always made us feel comfortable. My big thing is now that we want to take the team forward, and we want to try and return their support with a trophy. That's my big driver. That was my big driver when I came to the football club. That's not changed. I hope this year we can make it happen for them. We give everything in our powers to try and make that happen. So let's wait and see.